All right. Well, hello there. I was actually watching this screen on my YouTube screen, not the StreamYard, so it started a few seconds before I did. So you saw me just staring at the screen, which it happens to the best of us. You know, it happens to the best of us. Welcome, everybody. This is solo, just me today. And there's actually some real sad kind of breaking news today. That to me, it's sad. I know some of you who have, already left comments in the chat about it. Meatloaf passed away, and Meatloaf, he was real, man. Meatloaf is real rock and roll, with living in the era where bands now are playing tracks to help them sing tracks, for shows and all that. Meatloaf was the real deal. And what was inspiring about Meatloaf was, let's be honest, he's not the most good-looking guy in the world. Wasn't the most sexiest, like a David Lee Roth, a Diamond Dave kind of look, that kind of stuff. Meatloaf, at the end of the day, was just a real freaking singer. He was a real, true artist, and he did the music his way. Some people didn't like his style of rock and roll, and I always say there's rock and roll music for everybody. There's different kinds for everybody. So, it's sad, and I'm trying to look up on how he passed away. I mean, some report says he actually have like some COVID in him, but he has some other complications. So I'm not gonna speculate on exactly how, but it is sad that he passed away, and I want to give my shout out RIP. It's a sad day. And actually, in the Mandela Effect world, there's actually a Mandela Effect along with meatloaf. Some people say that it's one word, meatloaf, when technically it's two words. So we're not going to get into that here, but just a little throw out, because if you actually look at the albums of Meatloaf, it is two words, but from afar, it looks like one word. And when you think of the food, meatloaf, basically one word. So it's easy to crisscross two words to one word, but that's for another day. But I just want to give my respect to Meatloaf. It's true rock and roll, man. True rock and roll. Where we're living in an era where rock and roll is not getting the time of day on the radio anymore. Unless there's classic rock channels, but I'm talking about modern music where real true rock and roll is there. It's just not getting played. It is what it is. So Meatloaf, I know you're in heaven. I know you're playing. All the angels are probably rocking out. So good luck to you up there, my friend. Good luck to you up there, guys. We're just gonna jump right into the. Let's start with the Bigfoot today, which most of the time we do start with Bigfoot. So let's start with Bigfoot. All right. First of all, I want to thank Long Island Bigfoot. Mike actually told me about this video and some cuts in it because I never seen this video. And I want to thank him for bringing this video to my attention. This is actually his video. And it's called Cloaked Bigfoot. And it's really awesome. So what I did was I took his video and then I took some parts and slowed it down, trying to zoom in more and more on his footage. But I think it's fantastic footage from Long Island Bigfoot. So I'm going to play it, and we'll just go from there, and we'll all talk about what we think of it. So this is Mike from Long Island Bigfoot. Okay, guys, if you're not seeing it, in that black little square right there, if you really stare at that square, you're going to see something move. So, because I got two video clips from him. This first one's only 3 seconds. So I'm going to rewind it. And when you get to that black little square, look in there really closely. Here, I'm going to do it again. So look very closely. You see the black square right there. See? So now I made a slow motion. Boom. Something ran across.
There's a bunch of just upside down trees. That one. That one. At first it sucked me dry. I'm just starting to feel a little, but I'm feeling hungry. Like, I'm feeling hungry and feeling a little spent. Let's see if I can get you through here to the back. See what I'm seeing.
Right there.
Whoa. I can't believe I got it moving, whatever it was.
Now, I slow motion this.
You could see it run.
Look very closely, everybody. Look very closely.
19 minutes in. I seen something dark out there, so I decided to go check it out, and you could see something moved away. It must have known it was on camera somehow, even though it's 300 yards away.
Now, I
did go that way?
This clip and made it a slow motion. It's coming up.
Shit, all right.
So pay attention to it. Right there. Look very closely. Now, guys, now I will put the description to this video so you can look at it yourself. Now he's not saying these are 100% Bigfoot, but what I call it a UHO, an unidentified human object, or you call it UAO, unidentified animal object. I think Bigfoots are humans, so I'm going to use UHO, unidentified human objects going across. Now, the last one was, it looked cloaked. It was almost like you're watching the Predator movie, and when the Predator's cloak, he went across. Now, that could be a spirit. That could actually be a ghost, in my opinion. It might not even necessarily be an animal. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it out there. I mean, it is very interesting. It's awesome. And Mike showed me this, and I'm looking at it like wow, because like the first one, you see the black thing going across. Now, that could be an animal, but the thing is, when you have your camera, something happens so quickly. You want to capture it. Now, let me see if I can do to a slow motion part. Right there. I mean, isn't that freaking awesome? It was almost like he was filming, the movie. Oh my God, Predator. I mean, it's awesome stuff, and man, that's good stuff. That's the kind of stuff that encourages you when you go out to do a research. When you catch something, even though it might not be the prize, but there's something out there. And I'm looking at that thing. I'm telling you, that could be a ghost. That could be a ghost. I think it's awesome. I wanna thank you, Mike. And man, look, guys, Bigfoot Anon is about to hit the VIP at the big Bigfoot Con in Florida. Fucking awesome! Aren't we jealous, man? I'm so jealous. I wish I could just get in a plane and fly over there. I know hanging out with Connor, all those people would just be a blast. I don't know how I would feel wake up in the morning, but it'll be a blast. So I hope Connor have a great time and all that. So now, guys, I'm going to share a few. Where is it? Here we go. Now, we talked about this on my main channel before. when the new young guns of the community, you know, they're learning a lot, and they reach out and they do interviews with, you know, I guess you want to say bigger channel, or, you know, whatever, or somebody that's been there a little longer, older, who has the more experience. He interviewed Bigfoot Odyssey, Carrie Arnold, which, if you're in the Bigfoot community, you know, Carrie has a pretty good sized channel, thousands, I mean, over 40,000 people. So it's very cool to see somebody young, you know, want to learn, pick his brain. And it's very cool to see a person like Carrie Arnold, who has a bigger channel than mine, a lot more people watching. His video gets over thousands of views. I might get lucky, get 100 or 200. You know, hey, I don't care. But what I'm saying is, it's very cool to see him jumping on somebody else's channel. I've seen so many people who hit it big, according to, you know, the YouTube world, that leaves you behind. I had a friend that I had him on my show before, and he invited me on his show, and then he kind of hit it big time, and actually had his show hit a horror streaming services. Left me from behind. You know, I said, hey, we do a show again. Oh, I can't do that. My channel won't let me do that anymore. So, you know, so it is what it is, right? So it's very cool to see Carrie Arnold from Bigfoot Odyssey, which does a lot of good documentaries and stuff. And then here, I'll play a couple minutes. This is just a couple minutes. And then after the show, I will put the link to the description of this interview. So let me get this here. And this is just a couple minutes.
It's just a strange feeling that I had. I feel like I think I gave a sample of it to Connor, because he has like a little museum going up here. So I sent him some because he's helped me out so much, and I figured it was the right thing to do. And I sent some to Tim for helping me with the video, making the video for it and everything. I told him he can just keep it if he's ever able to get some stuff tested. And I feel like what I have, I've seen it enough, and I was blessed enough to be presented with, you know, this hair. And like you said, I feel like I don't have really anything to prove. Like, I know they're there, and 4 times getting hit with RF, radiation, infrasound, whatever it is.
I want to pause it for a second. He said something that was very, very cool. I have nothing to prove. That means he's doing it for the love of the research. He's got nothing to prove. I mean, what he has to prove? He knows they exist, and that's good enough for him. Even though he's still continuing his research, but he appreciates what he's have found already. And with his findings, it sounds like he's sharing it with some people that he's close with, that you know, are looking for the DNA connection, looking for, you know, the footprints connections, until you actually get the Bigfoot himself. So it's very awesome to see this. And like I said, the whole video is about 3 hours long. And of course, I can't play no, actually, I'm wrong. It's only 1 hour 39 minutes, but I'll just play another minute.
I have, without a doubt, that they're that they're real. I don't need to prove it to anybody anymore. I like getting on here because, like you said, like, one of the reasons that you like to do this is for awareness, to help help people and help yourself at the same time, because I feel like there's a lot of therapeutic value that comes from it.
And for me,
and me too.
It's selfish, absolutely. But if you can stack helping somebody else on top of that, then I can feel good about being selfish. So I agreed to come on here with you. I get asked to come on a lot, and I try to do every one that I can. I want to see you succeed. And if I can help you do that in any way, I want to help you.
Now, I love that. You know, do you want to share their findings, their stories, their their experiences to help other people if they run into that kind of a situation? I mean, you can't ask for better than that. You know, that's their goal. And I hope they can make some money doing it too, because sharing information and helping people get into certain situations that you don't know if you're going to be in, that's very valuable. And I wish I wish that was the way that a lot of communities, the approach that they would take. But we know that's not the case. But for this is awesome. I'm going to put the full link of this interview in the description once the show's over, and check out the whole interview. It's fantastic. And I'm still working on trying to get Kerry on my channel. He needs to come on my channel. You know, I know we can pull some stuff out of him, have some real fun. You know, in a good way, guys. In a good way, fun stuff. You know, I want to hear him talk about other things also without Bigfoot in it. What else he believes in and all that. So this is fantastic, seeing the old and the new, which nobody's old and new, but joining forces in a way and helping each other out. It's fantastic. I love it. So guys, now we're done with that. It's paranormal time. Let's do this. All right. Man, there's such a lot of great people in the chat. Sometimes, you know, I love doing this live because I could, you know, if I see something that somebody just writes in the chat, I could bring it up real quick. You know, we got Opposite Nins here, Ida's here, you know, Flat Rock's here, Daniel Lundy's here. Let's see, Robert Moore, thank you for being here. Michael Haywood, thank you for being here. Daily Dan, my buddy, my friend, Pyro Medic, you know, Bigfoot and None, you know, he's at a VIP, so I don't know if he's here exactly right now, but he pops in when he can. He supports, you know, that guy's got a real awesome future, and he's gonna be huge one day, and he's gonna forget all about us, which I don't blame him. He's gonna make it, and I hope he does forget about us, because if he does, he made it. And I don't know, wouldn't really say the word made it. Making it is getting his word out there. That's what I mean. Not like, well, he made Hollywood and that's all his. No. Made it to a point where people are listening to his information and it's out there. So when he makes it, that means the word of the Bigfoot community, paranormal community, it's getting out there more and more and more. That's what I mean by making it. Not make it where he's going to Hollywood, he's going to leave us and say, see ya. So, what's this? Is Jay Dyer coming back on Gypsy Row sometimes? That he's so cool. He's quite funny. Well, you know, I invite him to come back. I've actually invited Daniel. I invite him back all the time, and he just hasn't responded. You know, I know we're not exactly technically his cup of tea, because he's really more of a non-believer in the UFOs and that kind of stuff community. But I like listening to some non-believers and find out why they're a non-believer. But I'm working on it. I would love to get him back on. You know, he was a fun guy when we came on. When he heard about, when Bob was explaining to him about the Flintstones, you know, being that, I'm not going to get into it here, but you guys know what I mean. So I'm working on it. Nonum Boss is here. Right on. So this is my good friend from Through the Veil Paranormal, one of my favorite channels in the paranormal. She's fantastic. And I want to show you a little cleansing that they do at a house. Hold on. I don't know why I love this cleansing stuff. Don't ask me why. I enjoy this. I enjoy the shit out of this. This is real people doing real cleansing. This ain't no fucking ghost adventures calling people in, and you know, these are real paranormal investigators that are there truly to help the people that they're at. I can hear the shake. Almost like got the music in the background. Maybe my house needs a cleansing. Huh? I mean, I should get a cleansing. And I got another video from her. That was just fun. You're like, why are you showing me a person doing cleansing? Because I think that's awesome. I love shit like that. Seeing real people do cleansing, the right way, and not. And I love the music that she chooses. But guys, here, this is very cool. This is from same person, and she's gonna have a spirit box. I think this is a cool little footage. Check this out.
All right, so I do have the Necropoda, the REM pod, and the ball. So any one of those start going off. Really?
The girl about, hold on. It says the girl about 20 seconds just came up and sat down beside the box with her legs over the edge. She's a medium. And I'm gonna give her my approval because she actually did a reading, a medium with me. And the thing that she says is, I never told anybody in my life, and she was right on the freaking money. Known her for a long time. Her name is Nicole, and she has actually helped out police stations. It's on record. This ain't like taking somebody's word for it. I looked into it. So she's the real deal. So in a small way, you can say that she sees dead people. And this is about a conversation she's going to have with a person. Here we go.
Are you just going to sit there and touch it?
See? Isn't that awesome? She goes, are you going to be here and touch it? So she touched it and the lights went off. So she's actually, it tells you that this is a smart, whatever, she is, the spirit. She's very smart. She's listening to her, not commands, but you know what I'm talking about.
All right. We're going to use it for yes or no. Is that all right? Touch it if it's okay. Don't just tell me, just touch it. Same way she was.
That's funny because the ghost is like talking to her, like telling her instead of touching it. I think it's cool. See, she's talking.
I'm going to turn back around. Can you touch that for me? Thank you. So were you here in the 20s? Do you remember the old bridge? You don't remember the old bridge? Sitting down there?
And like I said, I'll put the whole link of this video because...
Okay, you only have to hit it once.
See the blinking dots right there? I know if you're not staring, but...
Do you remember
dots. See? Boom, right there. The blinking dots.
All right, stop playing with it.
She's playing.
Do you want to talk to them?
That's awesome. And it's a great video. She has a great channel, Through the Veil Paranormal. I really recommend her stuff. It's the real deal. It's not fake. She don't manipulate the cameras or nothing. It's straight and forward. And she's got like I said, if my approval means anything, she's got my approval. And she does just a great job. So I just wanted to show you that, intelligent. What is this? What does this say? I used to believe in aliens and outer space and all that galaxy stuff. I'm no longer believe after a deep dive into what the shape of the earth was. Hey, that's fair. Listen, what you believe in is what you believe in. You don't need to explain to yourself, to anybody, why you believe into something. Everybody's on their own path. We're not all going to think the same or, believe everything the same. Watching this video, I think it's cool, but some of you might say, that's bullshit. I think that's all fixed. It's all a lie. That's your opinion. And my channel is about everybody's opinion counts, as long as you just don't be a jackass about it. That's all I care about. Just don't be a jackass. And I respect everybody's opinion. That's what a great community is about, respecting each other. Yeah, wait till we get to the last segment, and then we're going to get some deep shit. But before we get to the last segment, we're going to go into the UFOs. Let me see. Where's my UFO intro? All right. Now, this one I'm going to show you. It's kind of cool. Crescent Shape UFO over Glendale, Arizona. This year, January 19th of 2022, the year 2022. So let me pull up the video here. Let me pull this up. Now, there's a dot right there. Let me see if we get a better zoom in. Okay, zooming in, zooming in. I mean, from there, at first I'm looking at it, I'm thinking a plane or a bird, but the thing is, it is really white. It is really white, and it is moving pretty quickly. At first I was thinking, well, maybe just seeing the moon, but it's going too quickly. And let me see. I think he has a closer shot too. Let me see. Right there. Because from right there, it looks like a moon shape. And it is kind of cool. It is a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. I don't really see too much of shape of a bird. But now let's remember, it is a far, you're using, I don't know what kind of camera he's using. It is a far distance. But what's weird about it is the shape. If it wasn't moving, I would have said, oh, because sometimes you can see the moon in the daylight. Sometimes you can. I would say, oh, that's part of the moon. But it does move. Let's see here. The whole video is like 5 minutes, and I'm not going to play the full 5 minutes. I mean, once you see enough, you guys know what I mean. You saw enough. Now, here's a radar, which I love they do, because you can see there is something there. Now, is it a moon balloon? I mean, it could be a white moon balloon that's floating up there, gases hanging out there. I mean, that could be a balloon. But I like it. I like this one just because the shape of it. Like I said, just because the shape of it, and it's moving. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. All right, we're going into the last segment. And this last segment tonight might not be for everybody. Hold on. Does it really move, or is the camera just moving? That's a good one. Daily Dan, I mean, you could be absolutely right. It could be part of the moon, and it looks like it's moving because he's moving the camera. That's a good job. You got to investigate all angles. You got to look at all sides, and that's a good one. I should have thought about that. That's why we do this channel. Somebody comes out. Dan. I love that. Fucking good fucking job. I believe, what does he say? I believe we are not naturally involved. We are partial engaged and discarded projects still of interest by the off-world visitors. Okay. I'm not saying anything about that. I mean, hey, we truly don't really know, right? I mean, I wish we had answers to everything, but we don't. But that's a great thought process. I like that. Okay, so now it's time. We're going to be moving into the Mandela Effect, and it's going to be a deep one. So there's the intro.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father.
right. Now, I do see a comment from 7 says he never says that, and I respect that 100%. If you don't think he said that, that's fine. You know, memories are people's memories. You know, if your memory is no, you will never be criticized on this channel for the way you want to think. You are allowed to think as freely as you want. So I appreciate you saying that, and you said it in a nice way. You weren't mean about it. Now, guys, I was debating to do a Mandela Effect today on this kind of a topic. Now, this might go a little deep. This might not be as friendly as a lot of my other segments. So I will fully understand if you want to jump off and you want to skip this today. You can. Because you've heard me saying, you know, channels that beat people up, you know, channels that may hit pieces. I'm going to show some, I'm going to play some audio clips of a maniac who I'm calling a maniac who made a lot of hit pieces on me because we have an open mind. Now, I'm not going to play the hit pieces he's done on me because some of them are on a premium channel. He wants people to pay for it. So, and the reason I'm doing this is communities can get really nasty. There's a right way of doing things and there's a wrong way of doing things, of trying to spread whatever you're into, the Bigfoot community, the UFO community. There's a proper way. There's a nice way. You know, being bullies is something to me is unacceptable. There's no reason to be bullies, but there are some channels that are bullies. And again, for whatever reason, I'm the one who they like to get bullied because they don't really bully my brother because they think, you know, I'm a nice guy finished last, as they say. So, you know, I'm an easy target for some of these people. But I want you to listen. I'm not going to tell you the exact name of this channel. I call this channel Poof of Reality. And I want you to listen on how this guy talks to his people and what he does to other channels. Because the reason I'm doing this, I don't want to do this. The reason I'm doing this is because I do Mandela Effect segment. Some of you might be doing some research. And there's a lot of wrong channels. And there's a lot of great channels if you want to learn stuff in the Mandela Effect community. Hazel Fever, fantastic channel. Maybe it's Mandela, fantastic channel. Space Performance, funny, great, fun channel. Maybe Mandela Affected, awesome guy. Him himself has gotten beat up by the same guy that I'm going to play you some audio clips. And I want you to hear this on, and this is actually a calmer of this guy. I'm not being so full call crazy, but hear this.
It's not unbiblical. You're making it unbiblical.
Okay, what you heard there is it's a religion channel. Okay, he's going to make some comments about this religion channel talking about the Bible.
Would love to see this guy show me where in the Bible it says where two or more are gathered in my name. Anybody that's been following this channel is very well aware of this Mandela effect. Now, problem is, besides the fact that the Bible doesn't say where two or more are gathered in my name anymore, it now says 2 or 3. You can check every version, Matthew 18:20, okay? Not just online. Check your hard copy. Now, not only have I covered this change probably more than anybody, at least for me, I've covered this Bible change more than any other Bible change I've ever covered, for sure, due to the timing of when this changed. This scripture changed just before the current psyop the world is in when they wanted to limit gatherings. And then what happens? The Bible supernaturally changes to go hand in hand with this. And people tell me it's not important. Now, I was sent this residue by people who have seen some of his other content, and I asked what his stance was on the Mandela effect. And I've been told that this guy completely ignores the topic when it's brought up. And he also will delete comments from chat about it. Well, I'm not going to have that. These people are supernatural gatekeepers. I don't care what else they're into. This guy is misleading his flock. See, and he has this attitude, right? Did you hear his attitude? And this arrogance, that's what all these Mandela Effect deniers seem to have. A lot of arrogance, a lot of egomaniacs, aren't they? When they want to like laugh and ridicule the Mandela Effect as it spews out of their mouth. Buddy, you're talking about the Bible. You're trying to school people about. You're actually calling this guy an antichrist because he's not falling within your parameters of where two or more are gathered in my name. You keep using it. It's not in the Bible. So what we're going to do is we are going to bomb this guy's fucking comment section. All right, I'm going to leave you the link.
First of all, the reason I'm playing that is he's going into another channel that has nothing to do with the Mandela Effect. He's going into a channel. They're talking about the Bible. They're talking about like it'd be like me want to talk about Bigfoot, and I'm going into a cooking channel, and I want everybody to stop cooking, start listening to me. Let's talk Bigfoot, and I'm in a cooking channel. And because they go into this church and they don't want to talk to him, they're going to bomb his channel. They're going to bomb the comments. I mean, I'm sorry. This is kindergartner shit. This is the kind of shit that destroys communities. So you don't agree with another channel. Then they're not even talking about the same subject. It's a religion channel. And you're going to bomb their channel because they won't sit there and talk Mandela Effect with you. I mean, it's whatever the channel does, it's their freaking channel. If their topic is the topic, they don't want to talk your topic. Yes, dude, I seen this guy's channel. People leave comments. I see him delete people's comments because they don't line up on what his belief is. This kind of stuff destroys communities. It destroys it. And he blames everybody else. Bombing people's... And when I talked about the other day, when I had these comments, I made a comment that people were writing bad comments. It was from his people. He sent people to my channel just to bomb it. Because I tell people they should have an open mind. And, and when you talk about the Bible is about free will, right? Free will. It's about loving your neighbor. Talking about the Bible is not supposed to be about anger and angry. I mean, you're bombing a church channel because you think they should because they said a script that's different than you think it is. Who gives a rat's ass if a script is different? You don't bomb people's channels because they think different than you. I mean, it's so crazy. Let me hear a little bit more.
Why? Because the huge freaking Mandela effects, the reality shifts. What I have shown is just about everybody in this truth movement. Quote Matthew 18:20, where two or more gathered in my name. And I've showed everybody, quote, the lion and the lamb. And I've shown that nobody knows about the first foreign attack on U.S. soil, Black Tom.
So this guy is also saying that the history of Black Tom all started with him. The history of Black Tom has been there forever. And he talks about the Bible, right? I know this guy. I was actually friends with this guy at one time. He actually been on my channel until I found out this guy's a nut. He's never read a Bible in his life. He gets his information from other people. Listen, if you have not have a change personally for yourself, then it's not a Mandela Effect for you. If you never, like I said, when people talk about Bearstein bears, people remember Bearstein. I tell people up front, I've never read the books. You could tell me whatever it was called, I would believe you because I never read the books. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't mind having, I almost lost. I get so, like I said, guys, this is going a little deep and I apologize, but it's just, you got to watch out when you go to certain channels because they're there for the wrong reason. And they do it for subs. And yes, you're right. They do it for subs. And when they went after me, it's because this person wanted more money for his channel. So he was starting this big PayPal, this big, join me, you're gonna get all this. And when they did it, they do it by anger, showing anger. I'm gonna go after this guy. This is gonna spark the community. And it's the wrong way to make a community grow bigger. It's the wrong way.
No, the Statue of Liberty had damage done so bad that nobody's ever been to the torch. Nobody's ever heard of that until I told them. Every single one of you remembers Ed McMahon working for Publishers Clearinghouse, going to people's door with a giant check and balloons. But that's never happened in this.
When Ed McMahon was on TV, this guy was only like 2-3 years old. He didn't remember shit. He was a baby with Ed McMahon, but it's popular, right? It's popular. It's the way it goes, right? And like I said, Black Tom, he's uneducated. He doesn't read books. He doesn't read history. Listen, if you don't read history, there's so much history out there that people don't know. It's because you never read the history. You know, that's why I asked somebody, like, have you, in college, did you take history classes and all that? Because there's so much history that you don't know about. And then you hear something, oh my God, look what I discovered. Really? You probably just never read books. You know, I hate to say it, but it's true.
Reality. You still want to poo-poo this. You don't look like researchers. You look like a bunch of fucking assholes.
And he's calling researchers assholes because they don't line up what his belief is. If you don't believe that this is real, you're an asshole. If you don't believe it's real, you're an asshole. Dude, you don't have to believe in everything, especially the Mandela Effect. You don't have to believe in every change. A change is personal for people. Not everybody has the same memories. I mean, we can sit here and talk about Dolly having braces or not. I remember braces. That's me. If somebody goes, Eric, she never wore braces. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to force. He tries to force memories onto people that they don't have. And that's sad. That's destroying this community than actually helping it to grow.
I'm surrounded by assholes posing as YouTube truthers. It's fucking funny, dude. And I hear the same bullshit I heard when I talked about no aircraft on that day in September, when I talked about it 11 years ago in depth and then much deeper into the hoax than that. I heard the same bullcrap.
This is why he made a hit piece on me right there. That's why he made a hit piece on me, because I call bullshit on that. People did die. I mean, we wish they didn't, but they did. To come out and say nobody has ever died from that September day, no police, no firemen, you're fucking going too far. There are a lot of brave men and soldiers, officers who put their life on the line, who lost their life, and you're saying it was all a joke? It was all, every part of it was a hoax, a CGI? That's going too far. I mean, that's when I realized this guy's a fucking nut and never talked to him again. And because I mentioned that I believe, you know, the stuff did happen, he made a hit piece because I did not line up with his ideas. It's pretty sad. Here we go.
Oh, this is just a psyop. This is a government psyop. This is to make truthers look stupid. No, you know who looks stupid? The people that act like this isn't happening. The people that, when they do address it and try to come at us, all they'll do is talk about things like Curious George and the Bernstein Bears. Those are the people that sound stupid.
The reason I'm playing that clip, when he talks about how people are stupid, that they play clips like the Bernstein Bears, Luke, I'm Your Father, you know, the smaller ones, according to him. But on the previous couple of days ago, he did this video with Mandela Effect, people, I don't know, they're speaking about theirs, and they were talking about Luke and the Bernstein. Watch.
How long are you going to follow these people?
He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
What the fuck? No. No, no. No. No, he says, Luke, I am your father, okay? I've seen this movie 500-600 times, okay?
Okay, the only reason why I played that clip, because he put people on his channel that did talk about that stuff, and he said that people shouldn't. And it's just, listen, to grow a community, you can't threaten people. You're not a gatekeeper. You know, there's certain people, they think they're gatekeepers, and I hate to say it, but I mean, the guy is a conspiracy theorist. He's a truther, right? He's an extreme truther. And there's nothing wrong about being a truther, but when you're extreme, and then he saw an opportunity in the Mandela Effect community to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump in there because they don't have a gatekeeper. I'm going to be the man. He brought hate. And he said that people, you know, he bashes people for not believing in it, who are not all fucking there. Dude, you can't bring people in like that. Listen, I did a breaking news when I showed a clip from the TV show Peacemaker, when they're talking about the bear stain that he made fun of. People talk about bear stain. I bet you more people have looked into the Mandela Effect because of Peacemaker. Okay? Because of Peacemaker. Doing it the right way, the fun way, and people research. He scares people away. If you go to the Mandela Effect community and you go into this and like, this guy's a fucking cult. He's a leader. You know? And the guy's never read the Bible in his life, and now he's an expert. And people that I've talked to have said that he steals other people's information. He steals other people's information and calls it his own. And he believes he's the gatekeeper, and it's sad. And he comes out and attacks me and calls me a shell, right? An agent shell. Think about how funny that sounds. An agent shell. So the government's going to pay me to hang out in the Mandela Effect community to tell people they're misremembering right or wrong? I mean, fucking how crazy. I mean, that is going nuts. When people are scared, they put labels on other people. And it's just like, why? You don't need to do that. Dude, if you really, truly want to grow the community and have people understand the beautiful things about the Mandela Effect, there's a right way of doing it. There's things I don't believe in. But I'll bring up the topic and we'll share. What I do is, if like for example, again, bear stain. I don't know what it is. I never read the books, but I'll bring it up as to hear what other people think. Sharing information. I want to hear what you think. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but to say you have to, or you're dumb, you're a jerk, that's the wrong way. You know, if somebody doesn't believe in Bigfoot, and if he comes in the community and wants to listen to people why people believe in Bigfoot, as long as you don't come in and say you're all idiots, you're fine. It's fine to have skeptics in your chat, because they want to know why you believe in something. I have done shows on why people believe in stuff that I have no belief in, but I wanted to know why somebody wanted to believe in it. That's fine. Having the conversation is what it's all about. And when you have conversations, trust me, the community will grow in a good, healthy way. But when you threaten everybody, all you're going to get is other truthers to come in, and all they're going to do is argue and shit can you. And watch, tomorrow, if I do a show on another channel, they're going to bomb it. You heard it himself. If he does, he bombs other channels because they don't agree with him. It's pretty sad. It's pretty weak in my opinion. But beyond that, I don't usually do this kind of stuff like this, but I felt that I needed to for the community, because the Mandela Effect community is being considered as a joke because of people like him. Okay? And I do it for fun. I want people to have fun. And I want you to do proper research. And if you guys ever want to know who you can trust, I'm not saying I'm 100% expert at all, because I'm not. But I can tell you some people that you can look into their channel because they do it in a fun way. So beyond that, guys, I hope you enjoy this. I know I got a little dark on that one. I promise I won't do like another one just like that. But sometimes, it's enough is enough. It's enough is enough. And, God damn, I wish I was an agent shell, man. I mean, at least I'll get a good check from the government, right? That'd be funny. And actually, guys, my wife is working tomorrow, so I might be doing another breaking news tomorrow. So, so and all that. And so I'm positive. What you learn in the paranormal world and stuff, positive energy is going to bring positive results. If you want to find proof out there, you want to find a Bigfoot, the paranormals, have a good positive energy, positive attitude, because positive energy, positive positive attitude is what's going to get you there, and people will respond to you more. Now, beyond that, guys, about 3 hours and 10 minutes, I'll put it in my community bar. I'm going to be jumping on another channel today, the Paranormal Chop Shop at 6 o'clock East Coast time. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock Pacific Coast, 9 o'clock East Coast time. I'm going to be joining the Paranormal Chop Shops. I'm excited because one of the hosts is from Fresno, and I'm from Fresno, and I love talking to people from Fresno. So in the community bar, after I get done with this, I'm going to put the link to that show that I'll be on at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock East Coast time. Technically 3 hours and 10 minutes. It's going to be a fun time. I love talking to people who are open-minded like us. And this is my opinion. People in this chat today, you're fucking awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for letting me vent a little bit. It kind of helps, makes you feel better, and have a positive energy, and have a great day. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow.